Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with the On the Fly review for you, and today I'm talking about Elevation, which was released, I believe, last weekend. Elevation. This movie is directed by George Nolfi, and it stars Anthony Mackie, Marina Baccarin, and Maddie Hassan. The whole setup to this film is 3 years after an alien invasion of some sort. What's left of the survivors in America have been basically herded to the Rocky Mountains because the creatures cannot survive above a certain level of sea level. Altitude of sea level, I should say. It's about, this, it's just about 20 minutes into this movie. I had the realization that I felt like I'd seen it, and I didn't like it the first time. And it was just like, it's Quiet Place, and it's Bird Bots, and it's all these kind of gimmicky survivalist horror movies. And I don't know, the movie is about the gimmick. Not the characters, not the story, not your monsters. I thought that A Quiet Place had a good ending, a solid finale. But, I mean, like, I thought that film was overrated. I was not a fan of A Quiet Place or its sequels. I mean, passable. They're not horrible movies. I'm not gonna start an argument with somebody if you are a fan of them. And usually, traditionally, when I mention the director's name, it's out of respect or out of inclusion or to help promote the movie or help inform you about what we're discussing right now. But when I talk about George Nolfi as the director of this film, I just want you to know this is who should be held accountable. This is a boring, lazy motion picture, and it's just like, it's not offensively bad. It's just so... You had money. I mean, you had stars, you had good actors. You had Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie is a good guy, a terrific actor. And it's like, I was thinking about it earlier before I saw this. He's on the same kind of, he's like on the same tier right now as James McAvoy, where he was, sure, he had a Best Picture winner with The Hurt Locker, and he had a couple of billion-dollar hits with the Marvel movies as the Falcon. But it's like, then there's Gangster Squad, and Twisted Metal, and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and I don't care if, it got, I hated Half Nelson. It's just, that's an insulting film to me. It's not that, it insults my intelligence to insinuate that, I mean, is no one else paying attention? Can no one tell this man is clearly a drug addict? I did not like that movie. I did not like Ryan Gosling's performance in that movie, and I was put off by him for years. It wasn't until like a decade later, until The Nice Guys, I finally kind of warmed up to the dude. But I did not like this movie. I thought this movie was lazy, generic, bland. It was like watching a movie made for the Sci-Fi Channel just to fill out an original product quota kind of thing. This was an empty, passionless nothing of a horror movie that of course had to end with sequel bait. I don't know. I mean, not to take into account the offensive cash grabs over this last year that were movies like Madam Web and Joker 2 and Borderlands and The Crow, and also movies like Argyle, which were just nonsense. There's films like Tarot and this that were just, this is one of the worst movies of the year. One of the absolute worst movies made all year. I have no idea what this song playing on my TV is. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is bad. I've never heard it before, and I do not condone it. Let's turn the fucker off. I give Elevation a turkey. It's a turkey. You bring nothing to the table, I give you nothing back. I meant to shoot this video yesterday. I'm a little burned out right now. I'm trying to gear up. I'm gearing up, and because I got stuff I gotta do. I'm Jake Davis. And I'll catch you all on flight. And just for the record, I recently passed both my 6th year anniversary and my 900th video I've posted. And I didn't mention it in here because I didn't notice it. They kind of just like passed by me. I just want to say that anyone who follows me, anybody who's watched my stuff, anybody who's commented, if you hated me, disliked, commented, insulted me, tell me I don't got no teeth like I didn't freaking know. Thank you for watching my channel. This thing was just a hobby for a guy who liked to talk about movies and wanted to do something with social media. I wanted to have a throwback to what YouTube was back in the old days. Just folks talking to a camera like their family. That's what I went for. And I just want to say, if you're watching this now, to anyone who's ever watched my channel, thank you. I love you. God bless you. And since it is technically the holiday season, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.